Hi kisses and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to hip roll. If you're interested in this video, stay tuned.
You make me crazy, I can't sit still when I'm with you, baby. Friends said that I need therapy, but I feel just fine when you're into me. You don't even know how I feel in control. You don't even
One of the things that you really have to pay attention to are your knees. Once your knees are folded properly and you have your knees actually aligned with your toes, hip rolling becomes very, very simple. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like when you just drop your knees. If you just drop your knee, your hip rises. So if you drop your right knee, your left hip is going to rise. If you straighten out your right knee, it's going to bring you level. So if you drop your left knee, it's going to make your hip pop. It's going to raise that hip, raise it back up, and it drops. Just like that. So it's a very simple motion of bending the knee. Let's try to bend the right knee. Bend the right knee, bring it back up. Bend the right knee, bring it back up. Now that we have the knee movement in order, the next thing we're going to do is learn how to just put your hip out, one side, then the other side. So as we bend the knee, once we bend the knee, that hip is going to rise. When we bring it back up, we're just going to step out. So we're going to bend the knee and bring it back. Don't forget to check out my digital strip club. It is a paid monthly membership and the link is in the description box. So circle, 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 circle. You're going to want to bend your knees. So when you hip roll, you're just pushing your hip outwards. Pushing your hip outwards. If you just want to just drop the hip, you just bend the knee. Bend the knee. If you open up, once you bend the knee, it gives you that motion. Now, we're going to push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out. From the side, you're going to push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out. From the back, you're going to push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out. When it comes to hip rolling, remember that your knees are a very big factor. It's very, very simple. Take your toes, align them up with your shoulders. Make sure that your shoulders are totally lined up with your knees and your toes. That way you have a really sexy posture, which is very important when you're hip rolling. If you want to go a little wider, you can. Keep in mind that as long as you have your knees flexed, it'll be very easy for you to look like you're flowing. You want to look like you're kind of flowing. A very simple technique is to actually point your toe and lift your heel while you're popping out that hip. It reminds you which way your hip is supposed to be going towards. So if you lift up your heel and you put all your weight onto the opposite leg, your knee is flexed, your knee's totally bent, you lift up that heel, point that toe, it reminds you that that's the way you're going to go. That's a little cheat sheet for you guys. So lift the toe, oh, my heel is lifted, I'm sorry. You lift your heel, you point your toe, you're gonna go that way. Lift your heel, point your toe, go that way. That's a very slow motion for you. So heel up, hip out. Heel up, hip out. Heel up, hip out. Heel up, hip out. Once you get comfortable, it'll look something like this. So it's like a really funny walk if you think about it. So if you put your legs together and you try that same motion, you're gonna look like a snake. Now, tip and trick, hold your core really, really, really tight. It actually works out your abdomen. So it's the same motion, you just look like you're free flowing. If you hold your shoulders steady, it makes it look more dramatic. So to learn how to make it more dramatic, I always trust my wall. It's not going anywhere. Neither is my floor. So I'm going to put my shoulders on the wall. And I'm going to make sure that my knees are aligned with my toes. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lift the heel and I'm gonna toss it over. So you see, that's the kind of motion you're not gonna want. So you just wanna, there you go. So if you gently, pay attention to this, when you lay on the wall, you don't want your heels completely on the wall like this. You actually wanna go up about 2 to 4 inches away from the wall. That way you're resting your shoulders on the wall. You can actually hold on to the wall and just practice on lifting and swaying, lifting and swaying. Now I'm gonna try it on this side. I'm gonna come up just a little bit, maybe 4 to 6 inches off the wall. Make sure that you're actually kind of leaning, so it's gonna look something like this. If you wanna actually practice it, so you never move your shoulders, and you just lift your toe. You have all the weight on your shoulders. You don't have to worry about pressure on your knees or pressure on your abs or pressure on your hips. It makes it easy. It takes all the work out for you. So just lean, tighten up that core, and let's just lift the heel and go over, just like that. Never move your shoulders. Once you have it practiced on the wall and you've locked this down, you can lift your shoulders off the wall and just hold on to your shoulders to remind you to not move these shoulders. Remember, a lot of this is in the ankle flexion, the knee flexion, which makes your hips move. And that's pretty much everything there is to know about actually hip rolling. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will definitely see you guys in my next video. If you want more videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up. That really does help. It's the fastest way for me to know if you like the videos or if you dislike the videos. If there's anything else that you want to learn and you can leave a comment below, I would truly appreciate it. Please keep in mind that if you leave a comment in my comment section, it may be featured in one of my future videos.